All right, so in today's video, we got a brand new pickup from Nike. I actually hit it on my wife's account, and I got this pair of sneakers known as the Space Hippie 1. But this is literally the box that it came shipped in. Like, how are we going to be able to resell these things on StockX? Let's go and get in the video. Yo, what is going on, guys? Hess here, collectivekicks.com. If you guys haven't shopped on my website yet, go ahead and check it out in the description. I try to curate the best deals of the week for you guys on my site that I tweet you guys and also hit you guys up on Instagram. In this video, I have the Space Hippie 01, as I was jokingly suggesting about the StockX thing, because you can see the size tag is on this box. And the outside of the box is actually the original labels. It's kind of actually funny because I wonder honestly how StockX handles these. So if you guys have sold a pair of Space Hippies on StockX, leave a comment, let me know what happened. I'm just curious to see because I have no idea how this would work. I'm assuming they would just take off the label or cover it. I honestly don't know, but it seems like a huge risk if they left your label on there, because then you would be able to know who actually sold the items, and it's pretty much anonymous the way StockX works. Anyway, Space Hippie 01, and this is the baggie. Actually, that's kind of rad. I thought it was a small bag, but it looks like it's a big bag. And I don't know why it comes with this bag. I guess this is what you would ship it in. I'm not really sure. But this is pretty cool. This is a nice little Nike swoosh pinwheel up in the corner. It says Nike Space Hippie 01, 2, 3. So obviously they're using the same bag for the Space Hippie 1, 2, and 3. Notice they didn't say anything about the Space Hippie 4 on here, which is interesting because the Space Hippies look pretty much the same, 1, 2, 3, and 4, but there is one primary difference between the Space Hippie 4 and the first 1, 2, and 3. So I bought the Space Hippie 1 because this is the one that restocked. The 3 is the one that I think most people wanted to check out. And the Space Hippie 4 looked pretty interesting, and it sounds like it's more of a women's exclusive. But the main difference about the Space Hippie 4, from what I read, is that they don't use the recycled Zoom X for the cushioning. It just has the crater foam. I'm not sure if there's just a foam liner instead of that recycled Zoom X, but that was the one thing where I was like, okay, I definitely want to try a Space Hippie 1, 2, or 3 because I really do like Zoom X. It's one of my favorite technologies that Nike's created. So I wanted to give it a try since it's using the recycled leftovers from shoes like these with the Zoom X on the 4%, and then as well as half of the Pegasus turbos. Both of them use Zoom X and they're really, really comfortable on those models. I'll have to say on this one though, it's really just an encased Zoom X on the bottom of the shoe. In the middle it looks like. Also, they do have this weird little insole thing that comes out that's recycled Zoom X, but the way that it's merged together, it's not super soft, if you will. I don't know how else to describe it. This reminds me of like a recycled rice cake or something. It's really weird, but obviously they had to do something to be able to make it so it's like a shapeable sort of thing like this. And I think that overall it looks pretty cool, and it's not uncomfortable, don't get me wrong. Like, it definitely adds comfort to the shoe, but it's not like earth-shattering amazing comfort on feet. So this is a wheat white colorway, and it sold for $130. From Nike's words, it says the Space Hippie is a story of trash transformed. From under the outsole, the Space Hippie 01 is made up of at least 50% recycled materials by weight. Not only is it the most lightweight silhouette within the collection, it is also the lowest carbon footprint. Its space waste yarn upper includes 85% recycled polyester, made from recycled plastic bottles, t-shirts, and yarn scraps. A soft crater foam midsole combines Nike grind with a blend of foam for stability and unique aesthetic. They ditched the double box to ship the Space Hippie shoe in a single shoebox made from recycled purpose materials and printed it on with plant-based ink. It all adds up to one of the lowest carbon footprint drops ever, which is the Space Hippie collection. Now, so this isn't just pairs of sneakers that they use the recycled materials on. They can use it on t-shirts and other things as well. So as it says, the upper is made up of like 85% recycled polyester. And you can definitely tell it's like a recycled polyester or something because it's really tough. It's not very soft and comfortable on feet, if you will. It's not really very stretchy except for very specific areas. So if you're looking for like a softer knit upper, like this doesn't have that feel on feet. It is mostly recycled, but I can respect what they're doing, and you're obviously buying this product with a purpose at that $130 price point if you guys are interested in all of the recycled stuff and the carbon footprint. As I mentioned, this is super light. The crater foam is really light the way that they made this. The Zoom X is really light with the recycled Zoom X that they use as well, and then that knit upper. So it's really quite a simplistic shoe. Very lightweight, and if you're looking for something like this with a low carbon footprint, I mean, this might be your shoe for you. I would say it does run a little bit snug though. I went with a 9.5, which is my true to size, and it felt like too snug. I definitely should go up a half a size in my opinion, just because I personally like to have like a little bit extra wiggle room in my toe box area. Drop a comment in the comment section if you guys have tried these. Is it the same way for you or not? So as I mentioned, the upper is all that recycled yarn. Then it has a Nike swoosh that's kind of embroidered on there in a really hodgepodgey sort of way, but it looks kind of cool. And then you have a really weird lacing system. So it's like a shoelace that they used that has some nylon that holds it down in the middle. And that shoelace is basically holding the shoelace. So it's kind of an interesting look. You honestly probably don't even need the laces on these. It probably looks just fine without them. And it kind of looks like their shoelaces with that anyway. But they do have shoelaces on here, and the ends are actually different. They have little loops on them. They don't have a little fine point. Something you can actually do when you don't have real lace holes that you have to poke them through. And you can see it does say Nike twice in different font on the tongue. Then on the back, it does have the Nike pinwheel on the back pull tab there. On the very front of the shoe, it does say 01 for the Space Hippie 01, and it does have a small Nike swoosh also. The inside liner is very minimalistic, not too much going on there. Not too much added support on the heel collar either. You just have this really large, lightweight crater foam midsole, which again is super lightweight. It's not very comfortable though. Like you can see there's a little bit of squish to it, but overall, like it's not as soft as like Nike React. Like if you want to compare to the Infinity React, this one has Nike React, which is super, super soft comparison to the crater foam. And also the upper is like just better on feet than these. Like if you're looking for a comfortable shoe, like this is definitely a better option than this. If you're looking for a more sustainable shoe and less carbon footprint, then this is a great option as well. And again, it is more lightweight. Just by holding it, I'd say the Pegasus Turbo weighs less and is probably my favorite option over top of anything else. With a comfort shoe from Nike, I mean, it's just one of my favorites. So just to get into a couple of things that I really like about the shoe and then some of the things that I don't like. First things first, I do like the fact that they're creating a sustainable shoe. I've also tried like the Parlay Ultra Boost as well as other things like the Allbirds runners, the Tree Dashers. I've done a video on those. I actually really like those. I wore those to the beach all weekend the other week. And so this is a nice alternative to some of the other things that are already out there on the market. I like that they're taking the table scraps from their performance shoes and then creating like this crazy wildebeest looking shoe right here. Not just this one either. I thought it was cool that they came out with a collection of like 3 or 4 different sneakers. And all in all, I think that they executed the collection really well. I actually do like the single box because honestly, if you're planning on just rocking these things, one box is just fine. And the fact that it reduces the carbon footprint that much more, why not do it? Another thing I do like about the shoe is that recycled Zoom X. It's nice to be able to have. It's better than not having it at all, I guess. But it's could be executed a little bit better, and I'll get into that in some of the things that I don't like about the shoe. I would say style-wise, I think it looks dope. I love the midsole, outsole of the shoe with the crater foam. I just like the recycled grind look of the crater foam, how it looks just ridiculous. It has a bunch of different colors throughout. So I like the fact that you can actually tell that this is something that was recycled. Yeah. Where is the... Here. Couple of things I don't really like about the shoe is the fit is a little bit too snug for me. True to size was just a little bit too snug. Again, leave a comment for other people if that's the case for you guys or not. The other thing is the yarn doesn't have too much flex. I guess that's related to the fit. The yarn is a little bit too stiff. Also, the Zoom X, for some reason when I step, and it could be because I pulled out one of the insoles, I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely is a little bit squeaky when I'm walking around. And sometimes that's just annoying. Like, I get it, you know, sometimes the materials, the way they go together, maybe they just squeak on your feet, but I couldn't really get past that when I was walking around with these. I was like, oh, that's really annoying. Like my left foot was squeaking more than my right foot. It was just weird. And I don't know, again, if it's just the like Zoom X that's like squished together and maybe there's something going on there, or if it's just the fact that I removed the insole and then it's the glue that's rubbing. I'm not really sure, but that was something I found annoying. Overall, I think the price point, $130, isn't too terrible, but to be honest, with 100% recycled everything, I get that they have to bring something to the table, but I mean, these are like $160. So for $30 less, you get a shoe that's made of leftovers from other performance sneakers. It would have been cool to see these at like the $100 price point. I'm just saying, I know it's probably not possible right now. Maybe they should have done like a $90 price point one and then like a 110 or something like that. And then like a 150 at the high end, but 130. And then I know some of the other ones were like 180, I think. It's just crazy, crazy expensive. I do understand though that this took a lot of engineering and design. The design feat of this was probably pretty crazy. And I saw some of the behind the scenes videos and the team looked like they're having a lot of fun naming it the Space Hippies. Just in general, like it looked like a lot of fun for them to be able to create something from trash. So anyway, I thought it was a really cool concept. Space Hippie 01. first one that I have in hand. If I get the 3s eventually, like maybe I'll do a video on those, but not bad. I mean, I was really curious to see how these would be, and all in all, I really like what they're doing, and I'd love to see them expand upon this a little bit more. But leave a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about the Space Hippie project in general? Is it something you guys were interested in or not? Do you guys like the idea of buying shoes that have a lower carbon footprint or not? I think that it feels like a responsible thing to do, but if you look behind me, there's a lot of things that are not really low on the carbon footprint. So, I mean, yeah, it is one of those things that as I'm getting older, I'm thinking more and more about. So I thought this was a nice option to be able to add to the collection. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to it. If you guys missed, I already did a review on these. Go check out my channel and check that out. Also, I did an unboxing of a bunch of random things, and I said in that video I'd be giving a pair of these away. I have another like unboxing video coming up pretty soon, and I'll be announcing the winner of those. So if you haven't entered yet, go over to that video and check it out on my channel, and hopefully somebody will get them, and that is a 9.5. But have a good rest of the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed again, and we'll see you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.